We broke down the best picks in each round by Brian Gutekunst since taking over as GM of the Packers. Today, we break down the most disappointing. We've got that coming up on today's episode of the Daily Packers Post. I'm Gil Martin. Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday. So hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Also, visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. Today, we take a look at the most disappointing pick in each round of the NFL draft under Brian Gutekunst. And, this will be the 9th draft for Goody since he took over in 2018. The Packers have always been under Gutekunst and his predecessors primarily a draft and develop team. That's how most NFL teams are. And here we're going to take a look at those players who, and it wasn't always their fault, were the biggest disappointment in each round under Brian Gutekunst. We start with round 7, and I'm going to kind of qualify round 7 by saying expectations are pretty low. But we're going to go with linebacker Kendall Donnerson, who was the pick in 2018, never played it down in the NFL. Could have gone with a quarterback, Michael Pratt, but figured that quarterbacks are a little bit of a different animal. So Donnerson, who never did play in the NFL in a regular season game, ends up getting this list. Round 6, we go with kicker Anders Carlson. And the Packers had high hopes for Carlson back in 2023, but the Auburn alum never found the consistency he needed to stick with the team. He was there for one season, missed 6 field goals and 5 extra points, and then was let go the following year. Rich Bisaccia hoped to help Carlson become a Pro Bowl kicker like his brother, but it never really panned out. In round 5, another one of those that it wasn't the player's fault, but guard Cole Madison makes the list here. Off the field issues derailed his career before it even started. He had mental health issues after the suicide of a teammate and friend. The following year, he was on the practice squad, suffered a torn ACL, and never played another down for the Packers. He was waived before he returned to action. So not really his fault, but Cole Madison ends up making this list in the 5th round. In the 4th round, we go with wide receiver Jamon Moore. Green Bay took 3 wideouts in the 2018 draft, and Moore was the first of them in round 4, but he turned out to be the least productive, played 12 games for the Packers, caught 2 passes for 15 yards and returned a grand total of 4 kickoffs, and never played in the NFL again. Meanwhile, Marquez Valdez-Scantling and Equinemius St. Brown, who were selected in rounds 5 and 6, both went on to have solid NFL careers. In the 3rd round, we got to go with Amari Rodgers, the wide receiver. And unfortunately, the Packers did have sort of a 3rd round jinx for several years under Goody, but Amari Rodgers was the biggest disappointment. Back in 2021, he was a guy who was outside of the physical and athletic requirements that the Packers usually require in the 3rd round on a day 2 pick. He caught 8 passes total in a little less than 2 years in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback, even singled him out to the media as someone who was not able to get open and wasn't able to contribute to the passing game. And Amari Rodgers also struggled as a punt returner. He fumbled or muffed a lot of punts, had trouble fielding them, made bad decisions, and was average at best when he did actually catch the football. After leaving the Packers, he played a handful of games, 6 for the Houston Texans, and then was out of the NFL for good. When you get to round 2, we got to go with cornerback Josh Jackson, another 2018 pick. Gutekunst doubled down on corners in the first 2 rounds that year. Jair Alexander in round 1, that worked out pretty well. but Josh Jackson in round 2 did not. The Iowa alum started 15 total games in 3 seasons in Green Bay, with 10 of those coming as a rookie. He never intercepted a pass. His lack of speed and awareness just prevented him from developing into a consistent NFL corner. And opposing cornerbacks completed 67.6% of their passes and had a quarterback rating of 111.8 when throwing to receivers covered by Jackson. After leaving Green Bay, he had brief stints with Kansas City and Pittsburgh before his NFL career came to a close. And in the first round, we go with cornerback Eric Stokes, who had a great rookie year in 2021, but then injuries really derailed his career, and he was never the same during his time in Green Bay after that. Opposing quarterbacks completed less than half of their passes, 49.5%, and had a quarterback rating of just 71.3 in his rookie year. But his best season after that was 2024, when the quarterback rating was 100 even. And again, the injuries just robbed him of his explosiveness and maybe his confidence. Now, he signed with the Raiders last year as a free agent and did pretty well. So we'll see if he can bounce back and get his career back on track. Now, it's a little too soon to write off some of the more recent first-round picks. I mean, Jordan Morgan, we don't know what his career will ultimately look like. Obviously, after 1 year, it's not time to judge Matthew Golden, so take that into consideration. Do you agree with our picks or not? Feel free to comment. We always answer comments here at the Daily Packers Post. Also, visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on the Packers. Here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss one of our episodes. I'm Gil Martin. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe, and of course, go Pack Go.